Chapter 10 and Chapter 11 is the last two chapters about geometry in the DSE curriculum and probably in your life. OK， 你即係應該喺你人生最後會學嘅一個關於即係 geometry 嘅 topic 嚟㗎啦。Form 5係冇呢啲 geometry 嘅 topic，Form 6亦都冇嘅。OK， 咁但係咧，我哋呢一個 Chapter 10同埋 Chapter 11咧，咁好多。即係嗱，呢度就係關於 circles 啦。咁但係基本上咧，我哋都會用到好多初中或者係 form 初中咧係學過嘅其他關於 geometry 嘅 reasons 啊、properties 啊各樣嘢嘅，即係包括啲 parallel lines 啦，包括啲triangles 啦，包括我哋 form 3學嗰課嘅 quadrilaterals， 即係四邊形，包括 parallelograms 啊、rectangles 啊、rhombus 啊、squares 啊。trapezium 啊呢啲咁嘅嘢嘅 ，OK， 仲有啲咩 intercept theorem 啊、midpoint theorem 啊呢啲咁嘅嘢。咁但係咧，我呢度咧，我就唔即係我唔喺教第10課之前同你重新温一次住，因為咧第10課其實個主要嘅做嘅嘢咧，咁都係喺 circle 裏邊嘅 ，OK， 咁所以我如果要温翻前面嗰啲嘅話咧，可能會花太過大篇幅去到温，但係開頭呢一紮第10課呢一紮咧又唔係好關事咁樣 ，OK， 咁所以咧我會做到嘅時候咧，如果需要用到嘅話咧，先同大家温翻 ，OK 得。好，咁我嚟咯，circles， 我哋今日第一堂啊，學 circle 咧，學下啲名先，得唔得？因為有啲名咧，有啲 keywords、啲 key terms 咧，其實咧你見到佢嘅話咧。你就會知道要做啲乜嘢嘢咁樣嘅 ，OK？ 咁首先circle 最緊要嘅咧有個 centre 啦 ，centre 就係圓心啦 ，OK？ 然之後我哋有 radius 啦，就係半徑啦，半徑嘅2倍就係直徑 diameter 啦 ，OK？ 然之後咧圓形呢個圓形嗱，我哋講圓形咧，其實可以有2個意思嘅，可以係呢一條線 ，OK？ 呢條線。或者係成個 figure， 成個圓形包埋裏邊咁樣樣 ，OK？ 如果就咁講 circle 嘅話咧，其實係唔可以清楚地話俾人聽，究竟係講緊呢個 circle 嘅邊，即係呢條線啦，抑或係講緊成個形狀嘅 ，OK？ 所以咧，我哋咧，如果講呢條線嘅話咧，我哋就會講個圓周，得唔得？即係個 circumference。OK， 個 circumference 就係淨係講呢條線，就唔係講個圓形裏邊嗰啲嘢嘅。OK， 得唔得 ？circumference 啊，咁即係咧，我哋有條公式喎，就係 2 pi r 係嘛？2 pi r 就係個 circumference 嘅計法啦。OK， 好啦，跟住好快講下呢度啊，因為咧都係啲字眼嚟嘅啫。好啦，跟住咧有一個字係新嘅，就係呢一個啦。如果我哋咧喺個 circumference 上邊求其 mark 2點 point A、point B， 然之後咧用一條直線連埋佢嘅，咁呢條直線咧即係個頭點同埋尾點都喺同一個圓形嘅圓周上面嘅話咧，呢條直線咧叫做一個 chord，OK？ 呢個字係 keyword 嚟嘅，得唔得？要記得呢個字啊 ，chord 就係喺圓形上面嘅一條直線。咁個頭點尾點咧，都喺個 circumference 上邊嘅 ，OK？ 好啦，咁如果我哋知道呢個 chord 嘅話咧，係咁嘅定義嘅話咧，咁呢一條 CD 呢條線咧，係咪頭點同埋尾點咧，都係喺個 circle 上邊㗎？而佢係穿過 centre 嘅一條線嚟喎，咁所以呢一個咧都係一個 chord， 不過佢 pass through 個 centre 嘅話咧，佢就會係 diameter 啦。咁所以咧 diameter is of a circle is also a chord of a circle. And we know that the diameter is the longest chord in the circle. It's okay? The chord passing through the center of the circle will be the diameter of the circle. And the diameter is the longest chord in a circle. OK？ 呢個咁樣。好啦，跟住。有啲叫 arc length 嘅嘢，就係咧我哋喺個 circle 上邊，又係啦，求其揾2點 point A、point B， on the circumference, and then we walk from point A to point B along the circumference. Okay, then we may walk through an arc. OK， 即係話咧由 A 點喺個圓周上邊，沿住個圓周咁樣行去 B 點呢度，行到出嚟嘅呢條路徑咧就為之一個 arc 咁樣樣啦。咁之後咧藍色呢個咧就叫一個 arc AB 啦，係嘛？咁就係用呢一個形式，用呢個寫法去寫出嚟嘅。好啦，咁但係如果我哋由 A 點去 B 點行去 B 點嘅話，可以行呢條短啲嘅路去 B 點，或者行另外一個方向長啲嘅路去 B 點咁樣樣，係咪？咁但係兩個咧都係屬於 arc AB 喎，係嘛？arc AB 可以係咁樣行去啦，藍色啦，或者係黃色呢一方向咧行去 B 點咧，都係 arc AB 嚟嘅。咁嘅時候咧，我就要分清楚 ，OK？ 如果嗰個 arc 係 less than 一個 semicircle 嘅話咧，或者 half of the circumference 嘅 ，OK？ 如果細過圓周嘅一半嘅話咧，我哋叫一個 minor arc，OK？minor arc。If the arc length is longer than half the circumference, then the arc is called a major arc. Okay, so the arc will be divided into two types: the major arc or minor arc. Okay, but if it is exactly equal to half the circumference, then this arc is called a semicircle. Okay, 得唔得？即係可以大過圓周嘅一半，等於圓周嘅一半，同埋少於圓周嘅一半。OK， 個 arc 大過圓周嘅一半嘅話咧，就叫做一個 major arc； 等於圓周嘅一半嘅話咧，就係叫做一個 semicircle； 少於一個圓周嘅一半嘅話咧，就叫做一個 minor arc 咁樣樣。OK， 得唔得？咁但係咧有陣時咧，我哋亦都會咁樣去表達出嚟嘅，即係咧我哋 from A to B and then walk through one of the points, okay, along the path X. Then we will denote this major arc to be arc AXB. OK， 咁如果中間 mention 多一點嘅話咧，我哋咪可以講到個 A 去 B 係行邊一個方向咯，就唔會有混淆啦，得唔得？我哋用 major 同埋 minor 去到區分咧，就係為咗避免一啲混淆嘅。咁如果係咁嘅話咧，我哋加多一點去到即係去到顯示中間佢係行邊個方向嘅話咧，咁我哋就已經可以避免咗個混淆啦，係嘛 ？From A to X to B，OK，arc AXB 得唔得？咁樣講都得嘅 ，OK。好啦，講完 arc 咯，即係啲線段咯，咁我哋講咧一笪嘅 region 啊 ，OK，the region in a circle。We have already learned this in Form 2, okay, about a sector. 一個線形，即係一個 pizza 咁樣 okay? A sector is formed by two radius OA, radius OB, and an arc, okay, arc AB. This sector OAB is like this, okay? And again, if I just called sector OAB, it may be confusing whether it is this smaller sector or this larger sector, because this larger sector is also formed by radius OA, radius OB, and the arc AB. Okay, so we need to divide into two types. If this sector is less than a semicircle, then it is called a minor sector. And if this sector is larger than a semicircle, then this sector is called a major sector. That is like this. OK， 即係簡單嚟講咧，大過一半嘅就係用 major 嚟到去形容佢，少過一半嘅就係用 minor 去到形容佢。OK， 好啦，呢個係 sectors 啦，咁我哋學過嘅呢個。好啦，咁跟住咧有一個係未學過嘅應該。即係一個字眼啊，就係呢一個啦，就係一個 segment。 segments. Okay, so in a circle, if I draw a chord AB, a chord AB divides a circle into two parts. Okay, and these two parts are called two segments. Okay, segment 係咩嚟㗎？係一個嗱中文名啊，係叫一個弓形。OK， 弓箭嗰個弓啊，好似一把弓咁樣嘅，係嘛？即係射箭嗰把弓啊，得唔得？咁嘅時候咧，呢一個弓咧，呢個弓形咧，即係 segment 咧，就係點樣形成嘅咧？There are two sides in a segment. One of them is straight line, and the other is an arc. Okay, so it is a two-sided figures, right? Okay, one chord and one arc. And again, if the arc is minor arc, then this segment is called a minor segment. And if the arc is major arc, then this segment is called a major segment. Is that okay? 得好啦 ，segment 咧，我哋將會揾啲可能咧會揾啲 area 嘅喎 ，OK？ 咁我呢度咧係咁以講一講先啊，應該聰明嘅你哋咧都可能都知道，即係唔使講都知道㗎啦。如果你要揾一個 segment 嘅 area of a segment， 我哋會點做咧？通常就係、我哋冇公式嘅，記住 ，OK？ 呢個冇公式嘅，咁一定咧就會係用一個 area of sector。OK，area of sector OAB, where O is the center of the circle. So what I am talking is to find the area of segments. Okay, segments AB of the minor segment AB is equal to the area of sector or minor sector OAB and then minus the area of triangle OAB, right? Okay, so it is like this. Because we have formula to find the area of a sector, and we also have formula to find the area of a triangle. So in order to find the area of a segment, we are going to use the area of sector minus the area of triangle. OK， 不過呢個咧就後話嚟嘅，得唔得？咁呢度順便講咗先點解嘅啫。好啦，跟住呢度咧有幾種嘅特別嘅字眼，呢個咧都係請你highlight 咗佢啊。Let me see. Special circles 呢度。有4個equal circles. Equal circles means there are two circles with equal radii. Okay, that is same size. Circles with same size. Okay, same radius. Okay, and then the second one, this one is actually more important. Okay, more popular in the exam. Concentric circles. Concentric circles. 中文名叫做同心圓。同心圓 ，OK， 同心嘅咩叫同心啊？即係同一個圓心咯。OK， 就係咁啦。So there are two circles having the same center. Then they are called concentric circles. So when you see the keyword concentric circles in the exam, you know that they are sharing the same center. Is that okay? 好啦，跟住咧仲有兩個嘅，咁呢個咧都要識埋啦，即係嗱呢個咧都係如果你 aim at 攞 level 5 or above 嘅話咧，通常你就會係遇到啲題目咧係需要你識得呢啲嘢嘅 circumscribed circle and inscribed circle。嗱我都建議你哋咧記埋個中文名嘅呢度 ，OK？ 呢一個咧 circumscribed circle 中文名咧叫做外接圓，外接圓 ，OK？ 咁即係咩意思咧？嗱，一定係咧同一個多邊形、三角形啊、四邊形啊、五邊形咧去到講嘅，得唔得 ？OK， 一個 circumscribed circle of a polygon means that the circle is passing through all the vertex of that polygon。OK， 如果呢一個外接圓，佢就係連接住喺外邊連接住嗰個多邊形嘅所有角嘅，就係咁嘅意思，就叫做 circumscribed circle 或者叫做 circumcircle。OK， 兩個名都要識，兩個名都要識啊，兩個名都係咁普遍嘅用得。OK， 好啦，咁跟住咧 inscribed circle，inscribed circle 咧中文名叫做內切圓，一個係外接，一個係內切。OK， 咁第一樣嘢佢係內啊嘛，係 in 啊嘛，咁即係話咧喺個多邊形嘅裏邊嘅。OK， 喺多邊形裏邊，咩叫切咧？嗱，呢個切字咧，我又唔係好知道點解佢成日都叫切嘅。切即係 touch 咁解，即係內 touch 圓。OK， 喺裏邊。喺一個多邊形嘅裏邊 touch 嗰個多邊形嘅每一條邊，呢個圓形咧就叫做 inscribed circle 啦，內切圓。get 唔 get 到 ？OK， 外接就係連接住個多邊形嘅每一隻角，內切就係喺裏邊係切到，即係 touch 到啊！你 touch 中文係咩啊？即係掂到啦，內掂完啦，你記咗 ，OK 得唔得？掂到個多邊形嘅每一條邊嘅 ，OK， 唔係 cut 嘅喎，佢係 touch 嘅喎，即係咧佢接觸嘅時候咧，呢度係得一個相交點，一個相交點，一個相交點咁樣嘅啫，係嘛？一個，第二條邊，第三條邊，第四條邊咁樣樣 ，OK， 所以我哋有 inscribed circle of a triangle。同埋 inscribed circle of a quadrilateral，OK， 得唔得？好，呢度四個字眼嘅代表嘅意思，大家都要記得。頭兩個簡單啲嘅 equal circles， 即係 equal radius；concentric circles， 即係 equal or same center。下邊呢兩個咧複雜啲嘅 ，OK， 有啲咩 property 咧？我哋遲啲會做嘅 circumscribed circle 同埋 inscribed circle，OK。我希望你記埋個中文名呢度。好，睇下仲有冇先，好似冇噶啦。啲字眼啊，係啦，啲字眼就係咁多啦。咁咧，我就唔同大家做呢啲即係關於字眼嘅 exercise 啦。好啦，跟住咧，我哋學幾個 property 先。我今日咧主要學兩個 properties，OK， 學兩個 properties 啊。我嚟咯，正式嘅喎，即係要背 reason 嘅啫嚟嘅喎。我哋有成廿幾30個 reason 㗎呢一課啊。OK， so let's start with a circle, and then we have a center of the circle. Let me call the center O, and then we have a chord of the circle. Chord is a straight line with the head point and the tail point on the circumference of the circle. Okay, so let me call this point A and point B. OK， 好啦，嗱，其實係有3個 reasons 嘅，其實有3個 reasons 嘅。OK， 咁咧第一個咧就係關於個第一同埋第二個都係關於 center 同埋 chord 嘅，同埋中間一條線。好啦，如果我哋咧由 center 畫一條線去到 chord 嗰度。If we draw one line from the center to the chord，OK， 嗱可以係咁樣，可以係咁樣啦，係嘛？喺個 chord 可以咁樣好多唔同嘅選擇嘅。如果我今次嘅選擇係去到睇下邊個線先，係去到係垂直嘅。OK，if OM is the line from center perpendicular to chord。Okay, so that is like this. If OM is perpendicular to the chord AB, then what can we say? Then M is the midpoint M is the midpoint of AB. Okay, that is AM is equal to MB. This is the result. This is the result. But why is it like this? Why is it like this? 咁呢度咧就睇下考下大家咧，即係嗰啲 congruent triangles 嘅嘢啦。Okay, so let us join OA and OB. Join OA and OB. I want to prove this statement. I want to prove that AM is equal to MB. OK， 嗱我哋要學埋啲 proof 喎。咁特別係如果你 aim at level 5 or above 嘅同學咧，我哋要即係啲邏輯嘅訓練咧，係都要好準確嘅噃，得唔得 ？OK， 要識得寫即係邏輯啦，同埋要識得 present 你嘅邏輯出嚟嘅咁樣樣。This is what I want to prove. I mean this one. I want to prove this statement. Under this condition, then I will have this result. I want to prove this result. Okay? So now it is given OM is perpendicular to AB. My objective is prove AM equals MB. And I'm going to use congruent triangles here. So in triangle OAM and triangle OBM. Okay? First, OM is equal to OM. It is a common side, right? Second, angle OMA is equal to angle OMB because they are both equals to 90 degrees. Okay, it is by construction. 咩叫 by construction 咧？即係我哋自己畫出嚟嘅，咁 OK 得唔得？自己畫出嚟嘅，呢個又唔係 given 喎，係嘛 ？OK， and then we still have one more thing。嗱，記住我哋做 circle 嘅時候咧，好多時題目咧會俾咗一紮資料你啦。咁但係咧，好多時我哋會用到一個關於 circle 嘅資料，好容易忽略嘅。你自己做到嘅時候咧，第時做到嘅時候咧，你記住我講呢句説話。有陣時我哋諗唔到點樣做嘅話咧，會唔會係忽略咗呢個 circle 好多 radius 噶嘛 ？OK，radius 一條 radius 同埋另一條 radius 一定係相等噶嘛 ？Within 呢個 circle 裏邊，所有嘅 radius 嘅長度咧應該係相等嘅喎，係嘛？咁所以如果我哋揾唔到有第二啲資料嘅話咧，我哋諗一諗會唔會有啲 radius 有啲相等嘅 radius 係可以用到嘅咧？咁樣樣 ，OK 喺呢度嚟講就係啦 ，OA is equal to OB because they are the radius。咁通常咧就係用叫 radii 嘅 ，radii is the plural form of radius。OK， 得唔得 ？And now, we have three conditions here. That is already sufficient to prove that, to conclude that triangle OAM is congruent to triangle OBM. OAM is congruent to triangle OBM. Okay, but what is the reason? Do you remember? 我哋用咗啲咩資料啊？我用咗
RHS.
Yes, very good. RHS. Okay, we have this one equals this one, common side and the right angle, right? Okay, 呢一個咧，記住我哋冇 SSA 嘅喎，係嘛？兩條邊一隻角，幾時先可以真係 prove 到係 congruent triangles 咧？就係嗰隻角 ，OK， 嗰隻角要係90度先至得嘅。然之後個 R 啦 ，R 就係 right angle 啦 ，H 即係 hypotenuse 啦 ，S 就係另外一條邊咁樣樣，得唔得？係啦 ，good RHS 啊，得唔得？好啦，咁我點解要 prove 呢一對 congruent triangles 咧？我最想去 prove 啲咩嘅咧？就係 AM is equal to BM 係嘛？咁由於我哋 prove 到呢兩個三角形係 congruent 啦，我哋就可以 conclude that AM is equal to BM。咁呢個 reason 咧就係 corresponding sides of congruent triangles. Congruent triangles，OK， 得唔得？呢一個係個 proof 嚟嘅，但係我哋以後，如果我哋有一個 centre， 有一個 chord， 我哋畫條線係垂直個 chord 嘅話，佢自然就會平分咗個 chord 噶啦。OK， 咁呢度咧，我哋以後要講呢一樣嘢嘅時候咧，就唔使寫咁長嘅 proof 啦。寫一句 reason 咧就得㗎啦 ，OK？ 個 reason 就係喺你呢一度啦。呢個係 page 幾多嚟㗎？係 page 10.12嚟嘅，就係咧 perpendicular from center to chord bisects chord。OK， 嗱，因為咧我哋今次係先有 perpendicular 噶嘛，係嘛 ？OK 呢個 reason 啊，就係 perpendicular。咁樣寫啊 ，perpendicular to chord from center to chord， sorry， from center to chord。OK， 由 center 畫一條垂直線去到 chord 嗰度，會點樣樣啊？就係會 bisects chord。OK， 得唔得？一條咁樣嘅線係會 bisects chord 嘅。呢一個 perpendicular 呢個字係垂直線咁嘅意思，係 noun 嚟嘅。OK， 得唔得？呢一個 perpendicular 呢個字啊係 noun 嚟嘅。咁呢一個係一個點樣嘅 perpendicular 啊？係 from center to chord 嘅垂直線。咁有啲咩結論啊？就係佢會 bisects chord 啦，即係平分咗個 chord 啦，咁樣樣。OK， 好，呢度咁樣樣。好啦，我一次過講埋第二個先啊。好，第二個 property 都係咧，都仍然係講緊一個圓形裏邊嘅 centre O 啦，同埋有一個 chord AB 嘅 chord AB， 跟住咧都係講緊由 centre 畫一條線去到 chord 嗰度 ，OK，from centre to chord。不過今次咧，我點樣？我咪去呢度咧？去呢度咧，係咪垂直咁畫落去咧？唔係，我今次咧係望住對面嘅 midpoint M。OK，this time we know that M is the midpoint of the chord AB, and then we join the center and the midpoint of AB with a straight line. Then we can conclude that the result is that we can conclude that if M is the midpoint of AB, then OM will be automatically perpendicular to AB. Okay, so that is like this. If M is the midpoint of AB, okay, that is AM equals MB, then what we can conclude is that OM is perpendicular to AB. Okay? 點解會咁樣嘅？就係咁樣喎。我哋又嚟試下 proof 咯喎，都簡單嘅其實係嘛？我哋都係咧用 congruent triangles 嚟到去做。Okay? Join OA and OB. In triangle OAM and triangle OBM. 好啦，今次有啲咩嘢啊？第一 OM is equal to OM, right? Common side. Okay, and then AM is equal to MB this time. We know that AM is equal to BM. Okay, it is by construction. 今次我哋去到即係畫 OM 嘅時候，係即係望住呢一個條件咧去到畫嘅，係嘛？ Okay, AM is equal to BM. And we also have OA equals OB, okay, because they are both the radii of the same circle. Okay, so we have three conditions listed out. Then we may conclude that triangle OAM is congruent to triangle OBM. 今次用咩 reason 啊？呢度都好明顯啦，係咪 S？ Okay, three sides. Okay, so when we have proved that these two triangles are congruent triangles, then we may conclude that angle OMA is equal to angle OMB. Okay, and this is corresponding angles, congruent triangles. Okay, but if both of them are equal and the sum of them is equal to 180 degrees, right? Okay, angle OMA plus angle OMB is equal to 180 degrees. This is adjacent angles on straight line. Okay, which means that angle OMA and angle OMB are both equal to 90 degrees. Okay, Hence, OM is perpendicular to AB. Okay, and that is what we want to prove. 得唔得？即係呢一個結論咧，就係咁樣出嚟嘅。OK， 好啦，咁但係又係咯，咁如果我哋第時想要講呢一個結論嘅話，我哋使唔使 prove 一大餐咧？唔使嘅，我哋用一個 reason， 我哋搭個朵出嚟咁就得啦。用個 reason 咁就得噶啦。OK， 咁個朵係咩咧？就比較長啲嘅，就喺後邊嗰版啦。OK，line joining center to midpoint of chord will be perpendicular to chord。OK， 即係咁 ，line joining center to midpoint of chord is perpendicular to chord. This is the reason. OK， 即係話咧，以後如果佢題目俾咗你係 M 係個 midpoint of chord 嚟嘅，你需要講到 angle OMA 等於90度，或者 angle OMB 等於90度嘅話咧，你就咁講出嚟。不過後邊括住個 reason 呢一個 reason 咁樣就得㗎啦。OK， 得唔得？好嗱，呢度咧係3個裏邊頭2個，咁咧如果垂直嘅話，就會自然平分；如果平分嘅話咧，就會自然垂直嘅，得唔得 ？If the line is perpendicular to chord, then it will be bisecting the chord. But if the given condition is the midpoint of chord, that is this line is bisecting the chord, then it will be automatically perpendicular to the chord. Is that okay? 得唔得？呢度嗱，呢個 proof 啦，已經夠鐘啦。咁咧，其實仲有第3個嘅，不過第3個咧比較少用啲。咁呢個咧，我留翻聽日先講。咁呢啲咁嘅即係數咧，其實好簡單嘅啫，即係你一睇就知道個答案係咩㗎啦。咁咧，我今日咧就唔講住啦。咁我聽日留翻 double lesson 嘅時候咧，咁我先講多少少咁樣。OK， 今日淨係記得即係垂直則平分，平分則垂直。咁我仲有2句嘅，嗰2句咧留翻聽日先講啦。OK， 好，咁咪if there is no more problem, then so we just stop here and you may leave now. Goodbye.